Gemini. Hey Gemini. So Gemini, this is a kind of a nighttime naughty read. And really it doesn't have to be naughty. I'm just having fun with that because I pulled out these goofy naughty cards. I just love this Casanova deck. It's hilarious. So we're starting off with the Magician. Okay. This is actually, it's sort of like a cunning, crafty, independent thought card. Okay. This is you understanding that you are the master of your own destiny, and sometimes that destiny, especially when we're speaking of the sensual aspect as we are right now, you can get whoever you want, Gemini, okay? You have a way about you where you can get whoever you want. And in this card, this is sort of laying the base that this is the Gemini's kind of, one of their attributes is that they have a way of, you know, creating their own sort of, or manifesting their own endeavors in a sense, okay? Next up we have the Judgment. Now I feel like these two tie in very nicely with each other. When I lay these cards out, I just lay them out as I, you know, after shuffling. I don't mess around with them. So it's nice when they kind of explain things to me, but this does, because in the Judgment you're laying yourself bare. It's like an exam. You are willing, even though you have this energy of just sort of, yeah, I'm going to just create, you are well aware of the consequences, and that's what this card speaks to, consequence, okay? You're aware of this. Sometimes you go ahead and do things anyway. You go ahead and go for that person anyway. You're aware of the consequences, and I think that's what gives you a little bit of a rush sometimes, is like, okay, I know this is bad. I know this is naughty, but that's the thrill, you know? That's the thrill. Now, next up we have the Three of Pentacles. And unlike other decks, the Three of Pentacles speaks in this deck to buy but not to conquer, okay? To not own. So it's not necessarily like a marriage card or a contract card. It's more of a showy kind of energy. And I do know several Geminis can, you know, you guys can be showy, and that's part of what is so charming about you guys, you know? And I mean that in a complimentary sense, believe me. So I see like this Magician, you're manifesting, but you're well aware of the consequences, but you're kind of showing off a little bit. You're going to do it anyway. And this all ties into your whole persona. Again, this isn't going to resonate for everyone. But last up, we have the Hierophant. So this is going to matter. All these cards are going to matter here because the Hierophant speaks to stability, structure, education, and especially education in your past endeavors, education and love, being fully aware of the cause and effect of things, okay? And this is someone who is willing to go back and learn from their past experiences. If you look at the Hierophant, this picture, this image, this person is looking back at literally everything, who they are. They're able to face who they are. They're able to acknowledge who they are. They are proud of this. They are very strong and stable in this. They're like, hey, this is who I am. So there are going to be times where you manifest something that you probably, you know, maybe that person that's not the best for you, but is a damn good time. And there are going to be times where you feel that sense of guilt and shame, and then you're going to go back. Well, you know what? I'm having a good time. You only live once. Let me go out and indulge. Let me just go a little bit Gatsby here. And I think you're reaching a point where you realize, I'm a human being and this is okay. As long as you're not hurting people, you realize that you're having a good time and it's okay. Are people going to get hurt in the process sometimes? Yeah, that's human. But your intent is never to hurt anyone. You are not a malicious person by any means. You're simply enjoying the fruits of life, you know? And I think that's what you're coming to grips with here. I'm also getting some of you are actually married and trying to spice up your life, and you're doing it successfully. I'm also getting you that some of you you're in a marriage that you weren't really 100% about, but it's still, you're making it work, you know, and for some reason, because this is also can speak to a marriage too, so I have to relay that. But Gemini, this is actually a really nice kind of enlightening read about your own sensual persona, you know, and it is kind of like a nice moral wake-up call that I think a lot of people can learn from. So, hey, Gemini, good job. Till next time, over and out.